how can I track if AI mentions hurt my skincare brand's reputation and what the sentiment around the answers?
Yeah, I think that's actually a very good question because everyone is always busy with like, okay, how do I show up in AI visibility? And a lot of people are forgetting that there is a lot of emphasis also on the sentiment. So not only like if I show up, that's already then good, but also like how do I show up? Because it can happen that there is some negative reviews that you might not even be aware of on, let's say, Reddit or on some review site that AI takes into their consideration of building this summary. If you've never checked your AI visibility, it will be super hard to detect, to browse through the entire internet and see that kind of review. Yeah, that's also a good point that many of our clients are actually optimizing for, is that they sentiment score is pretty high. Once they achieved visibility, it's not only done with this, but you also want to make sure that when you get mentioned, that you can increase your AI sentiment score. And how you track that, you probably need a solution like ours, because it's very hard to track manually. You can do again here the approach, I search on or I do a prompt myself, but that is not
Yeah,
always
that's super hard. That also
yeah,
takes a lot
very
of
good.
time, I think. I also think another point on this is Instagram just started ranking on Google, so they basically allow indexing. So if you have an e-commerce brand and you use a lot of influencers, then make sure that those influencers, they talk positively about your brand, because Google will find out and LLMs will also find out. So
Yeah.
yeah, if you care a lot about sentiment, then yeah, first of all, make sure your reviews are good. And second of all, yeah, I think you need a tool for it. It's really hard to do it yourself.
Yeah. I mean, also sometimes it happens that there's a similar sounding brand like yours,
Yeah.
and then they take some information from the other brand into consideration, and that's also not ideal, because you want to be the owner of your narrative, and that is also an important why you should start with AI
hmm
visibility. Obviously also the sentiment.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, good point. Because even though it's not correct, people will still think it's correct, or ChatGPT will think it's correct, and then yeah, you still have
Yeah.
the negative sentiment.
That's actually like also a very, very good point that you mentioned there, is like that the answer itself is not like when you were searching something on Google that you had a lot of like this critical thinking when you clicked on multiple different websites. Now with the AI summary, many people consider this as a fact, and
Yeah.
in many cases it's not correct, but therefore it's more important than ever. Um, that you kind of make sure that you are mentioned there in a good sentiment, um, and also in a positive way. Uh,
Yeah. Nice.